I'm Marv Henberg, and I have the privilege of being the president of the College of Idaho. And before I begin, immediately I'd like to introduce some of the officers and trustees in attendance here. So I'll start with the officers. Our Chief Financial Officer, Petra Carver, is here. Our Vice President for College Relations, Michael Vandervelden, is here. We have two trustees, I believe. Tricia Bauer, great supporter of this, Tricia. There you are, right, to do that. And Scott Gibson of Caxton Printers. I saw you out there here. So thank you for coming out and supporting the community on this one. On August 23rd, 2009, the city of Caldwell and the College of Idaho signed a memorandum of understanding about the overall development of this field. And the first phase of that you're standing on now, this wonderful artificial turf that has produced on the field a state-of-the-art facility that, frankly, the reason for this news conference, needs a boost. We put about $800,000 into the field portion of it, and certainly the students, including the American Legion and high school students, along with the baseball team that use this facility, has enjoyed that very much. I'm not sure our spectators have enjoyed it as much. And so this phase 2 kickoff is really to show some renderings about what they will look like when we have some seating and other amenities for that. Wolfe Field is part of this long partnership between the college and community. In fact, Mayor Nancolis and I were partners yesterday in hosting a Hispanic astronaut and hosting 200 largely Hispanic families from Caldwell in a partnership that we have to raise the college-going aspirations of students in the valley. So we do a lot of things together. We're proud of doing a lot of things together. And this one is certainly a prime instance of that. In a few moments, Gray will be up here to unveil these things. I suppose turn them so you can see them a little more directly, of the renderings of that. But I am pleased and proud to yield the podium to Gray Wolfe, whose father, Dwayne, was a great supporter of the college in all kinds of ways as well, and of the community. Wolfe Field bears Gray's name. Gray is also one of our trustees, and as a member of our College Relations Committee, is helping us spearhead the development for this. So please help me welcome Gray Wolfe.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just a couple things before we get started. Thank you for everybody for attending today. It doesn't seem like it's been this long, but it'll be 3 years Thanksgiving where we were all out here and we actually opened the field. And there have been 80 games played on it since then. And I think a rededication was appropriate before we go out and do the final fundraising for the field. I was born and raised in Caldwell. I'm proud of that. My grandfather was here. My dad grew up here. My dad went to the College of Idaho, played basketball, was on the board. I grew up on the campus as a child. I went to Caldwell High School, and I can tell you firsthand by playing at Simplot Stadium for football, baseball, and O'Connor Fieldhouse, the facilities that people at Caldwell play in now are a lot better than when I was in school. And this is just one of the finest things I think we can do for the community. We were in the car business. We owned the Golden Rule Dealership Group, which we sold in 1997. And this was a way for our family to give back to the community what they gave to us. And we thought this was a very appropriate move 2 years ago and are solidly behind it. We've actually sponsored the Golden Rule Shootout Basketball Tournament. This year will mark the 25th year we've done that. We're very proud of the heritage we have here and what we could do for the city of Caldwell to try to make this thing happen. And I got to tell you, without the city of Caldwell's help and Mayor Nancolis, this would not have happened, along with the college working closely with them. A couple things just to talk about the stadium a little bit. I think Wolfe Field provides a significant opportunity for the city of Caldwell to build one of the state's finest baseball facilities ever. And to bring donors out here to look at this field and stand on it and sit on it, there's no doubt it's one of the finest facilities and will be one of the finest facilities in Idaho, which is exactly what the goal was when we started this. The meaning of the project for me, I think, and for the community is for us to be able to host regional tournaments. I learned this morning that to be able to host an NAI regional tournament, you have to be at least 1,000 seats or bigger. That's what we're planning here, so we'll be able to host some NAI regional tournaments. State tournaments, I mean, I can't imagine. When I was in high school in 1980, I think Caldwell had a pretty good shot of winning the state tournament that year. We lost to Boise in the finals in football and in basketball both. We go to Idaho Falls to play the state tournament. It snows 3 days in a row. There was no state champion in 1980. So I'm firsthand, I know what that feels like to not be able to do that. That will not happen on this field. So I think we've got a good chance to host a lot of real nice tournaments here, not only just college, but high school as well. Baseball improves the quality of life of any community, and if you're a true baseball fan, you go to San Francisco or you go to LA and you go to Dodger Stadium, baseball really defines a lot of things about what's good about our culture, and I think it'll really attract some nice quality things to the College of Idaho and the city of Caldwell. If you can imagine hosting an NAIA tournament, I can imagine just imagine the financial impact for Nampa, Caldwell, and this valley to be able to do that. And that's one of the major reasons why I think this field is good for everyone. The field will be an ideal facility for high school and youth baseball tournaments. The seating capacity is going to be a little bit more than 1,000 while retaining a very intimate and distinctive character. So when you're done, I want you to really take a look at the renderings, the way the seating is going to work. It'll be an outstanding game atmosphere for players and spectators. The artificial surface and natural grass outfield ensure a high quality playing field from early spring all the way through the fall. So you're not going to have grass kill, frost damage, or problems. I mean, this will just be a very, very nice, solid place for people to play. The fully landscaped entry and courtyard areas will celebrate the baseball legacy of Caldwell, the College of Idaho, the city's American Legion teams, and honor donors who have made the project possible. The third draft pick in 1967 to Boston's Mike Garman. Mike's here in attendance today. I venture a guess there probably won't be anybody ever drafted higher than that, but to have people like Mike and their family shown here at the stadium as you walk in, I think is a nice thing for the state of Idaho. Other amenities include a nice press box, concession stand, restroom, batting facility with 2 covered batting areas and cages, the indoor batting facility, and a storage area. And then real first-class lighting. As a car dealer, I can tell you that's not cheap, but first-class lighting will aid the city in attracting postseason tournaments to this area that have never come here before. This facility is worthy of our community's baseball heritage. The five Caldwell, American Legion, and College of Idaho players who have gone on to the major leagues, and the College of Idaho's 1998 championship baseball team. We're going to go out. We've got a donors list that we've actually pinpointed the people we want to go talk to be major donors and sponsors of the program. My dad's real close family friends, Lyle Bueller and Dale Peterson, have actually come on board with us to try to help us go out and raise the money for the campaign. So Lyle and Dale, great thanks to you. And right after the press conference starting next week, we're going to hit the ground hard and heavy. It's about a $2.5 million project. We've got about $1.7 million yet to raise to get done, and we'd like to get that all done by the end of this year. It's an optimistic goal, but I think if we go out and really push on it, I think we can get that done. That being said, once that's done, we're looking at final completion by spring of 2013. All right, so again, I want to thank the mayor, president, thank you for the opportunity, and thank you all for coming today. And I'll turn these around. When we get done with the press conference, make sure you come up and take a look at them. Okay? Thank you very much.
Beautiful facility. I was talking to Gray a moment ago, and Mike, I apologize I didn't have a chance to talk to you, but what would you have given to play on a field like this when we were in high school or college? Wouldn't this have been phenomenal? I can't imagine how many ground balls that I took in the throat playing infield that I wouldn't have had to take had we had something like this.
Well, that would probably happen anyway, though.
I probably would have. I was a little slow, and it took me a while or two to figure out which way the ball was going to bounce. But no, Mike, thank you for being here. And Gray, thank you so much for your participation in this. Gray and his family, as you know, have been extremely helpful in getting this facility to the point that it is today. As a matter of fact, Gray, without your family's donation, we wouldn't be standing here on this field today. So thank you to you and your family, and for showing that your commitment is real and genuine. We appreciate you very, very much. And he is just one of many, many community members who have helped make this field possible. I'd like to thank the staff of the City of Caldwell. We put hours and hours of work into the design, into the completion of the underground facility that makes this baseball facility drain within just a few minutes. We could have a major rain event and be playing baseball within a few minutes afterwards because of the design of this facility. And our staff worked with the College of Idaho staff to make that happen. Partnerships, that's how we get things done in this community. The business community, the Chamber of Commerce, Teresa is here, and all the wonderful business members from this community. And over and over and over again, we have shown that partnerships are how we get things done in the city of Caldwell. Take a look at the YMCA. They told us we couldn't do that. Well, we fooled them, didn't we? We opened a YMCA. We now have 17,000 members of this community enjoying that facility. They told us it wouldn't happen. Look at downtown Caldwell, the beautiful Indian Creek facility downtown, and Treasure Valley Community College, another great college, partner with the College of Idaho. Again, they told us we couldn't get that done. FEMA tried to stop us, but we got it done, didn't we, Dave? And that's the kind of community we have. We have a can-do attitude in the city of Caldwell. And again, our partners, the College of Idaho. I look around and see purple and gold. What a great color that is today. Coop, blue and gold is still good too. Okay? But that's how we get things done. And this facility means so much to the city of Caldwell and the Treasure Valley. Because as Gray said, this is a substantial investment in the citizens and families of our community and the business community. Between the College of Idaho, American Legion, and the high school, we have already hosted over 80 games this past year on this facility. Those 80 games have also had about 13,000 attendees. And as we know, those people that come here and attend these games, hopefully they will stay in the hotels. They will buy things from our local businesses. They will bring business to the city of Caldwell. But this is also a source of pride for our community. I can honestly tell you that I've been around from the time I was 6 years old until recently in fields like Turner Field. This infield and outfield compares with anything that you will find out there at the college level. Absolutely anything around this nation. And we have it right here in the city of Caldwell. With the partnership of the College of Idaho, it has happened. And with your help and the community's help, we will take it to that next level where then we can host NAIA competitions. We can hold Silver Streaks, state and regional championships. We can hold high school games and championships here. Mr. Cooper, we already held the A1 state championship, 1A state championship on this field already, right? And this is just a taste of what is possible when this field reaches its full potential. And that's what today is about, is to kick off an event that says, help us, community, attain this goal and make this the centerpiece of college, high school, Legion, Babe Ruth activities over the next many, many years to come and bring those citizens to our community. There are these fans who will stay in Caldwell hotels and motels, eat our city's restaurants and shop at local stores. Obviously, they will also have an opportunity to come to Caldwell and find out truly that it is the treasure of the valley. That's what today is about. It's about selling a product to the rest of the state, the rest of the Northwest, the rest of this nation, that Caldwell is the place to come. And we're very, very proud of our community. Ladies and gentlemen, with your help, we can make it a reality. Thank you very much. I'll turn the time back over to Mr. Henberg. President Henberg.
Thank you very much, Mayor Nankolis. I want to pick up on a little bit of a thread of what Gray said about baseball representing what's really right about this nation. I think what's right about this nation is that we do come together over all kinds of shared activities that bring families together, that embody the elements of fair play and striving and excellence. Certainly this is what the College of Idaho has stood for 120 years now. Excellence, merit, community, and our sports programs. And I'm remiss in not having acknowledged Marty Hawley, because one of the reasons, our athletic director, one of the reasons that we're here to invest in this particular sport is because of the level of sports and sportsmanship at the College of Idaho under the hand of Marty Hawley for the time he's been athletic director exemplifies exactly those traits. So the community will come together. I don't know if Fred Oliver sneaked in, or I didn't see him, but we do have yet another trustee in the audience. Thank you, Fred Oliver, for attending this conference as well. It's now time for us to entertain any questions any of you might have. I would ask Teresa Harden from the Chamber of Commerce to come up if you'd like to answer a question or two too about maybe the economic impact. So if there's any questions, please direct them our way.
This is, to start with, one of the most exciting things that we have happening. I think we'll all benefit from it. And does anyone have questions that they would like to ask? That I think, as has been previously said, our tourism, we promote the community of Caldwell very heavily. The Caldwell Chamber does. It will bring in families and tourists, and it will help our hotels, our restaurants, our economy, our local businesses. And it's a proven fact in all places where there is strong tourism that businesses grow. And so that's our goal here in Caldwell, is to help our businesses grow, help our community grow and prosper.